Do you want to know what my favorite 3 ways to get listings are? I have to tell you, you probably have heard ad nauseum me talk about you should have 3 streams of listings, 3 different kinds of listings, streams that are supplying your listing pipeline, because if one breaks or something goes bad with one, you have 2 others to rely on. So really become a master at least with 3 listing streams. And I'll tell you what I do personally. My name is Chris Stafford, 30-year listing agent in San Francisco, also the founder of the Listing Collective. And I've been doing these pretty consistently over 30 plus years. I've changed my marketing a lot, quite frankly. I've tried different ways to get listings, and I've really settled on these 3. Now, these 3 may not be the best for you. That's one of the things that we specialize in the Listing Collective, is we don't have a one-size-fits-all. It's really all about finding the best marketing strategies for you so that we can identify 3 streams of listing streams for you based on your personality type, what you like to do, what you don't like to do, what your strength is, what your weaknesses are, and then we customize a marketing strategy around this. For me personally, I've settled upon these 3, and let me talk a little bit about those. Number 1 is absolutely, I think, one strategy for any listing agent has to be your sphere of influence, your SOI. If you're not working your SOI, then you're really leaving a lot of money on the table, because these are people that know you, like you, and trust you, and they want you to succeed. So number 1, it's your SOI. But not only working your SOI, your existing SOI, it's just as important too to build your SOI. You want to build your SOI by reaching out to professionals in your area, your marketplace, even in adjoining counties, quite frankly, and asking them, hey, do you know anybody that might be interested in selling real estate? But that's not what you say to them. You're going to say that in subsequent conversations. But a way to pique their interest is you're just going to get them on the phone, and this could be any kind of attorney, probate attorney, estate planning, even corporate attorneys, real estate attorneys, tenant attorneys, any kind of attorneys, CPAs, investment advisors, stockbrokers, insurance agents, people who work with high net worth individuals. These are the people that you really want to make friends with, because they're working with people that have a lot of money, and chances are they're always delving into real estate. You just get these people on the phone and say, hey, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Chris Stafford with blah, 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 and I heard that you do great work. That's the whole script. I heard you do great work. And they don't know whether you're talking about referrals to them or from them. And they always say yes. I mean, I've been doing this for so many years. I've built out my SOI. I think I've got pretty close to 4,000 people in my database from my real estate business in San Francisco. And they always say yes, stay in touch. And then, 80-20 rule, 80% of them are going to say, I'm really busy, I need to get, jump off the phone. 20% of them are going to be really chummy, they're going to be really friendly, they're going to want to talk to you. But regardless, you're going to put each person into your CRM, and you're going to follow up with them every 3 months and ask them for referrals. It's the easiest, no cost, low cost way to build your SOI. So make sure not only you're working your SOI, is you're also building your SOI. And then what I do then is, after I get off the phone with them, after I tell them that I'm going to send them a card in the mail, not only do I send them a card, I send them a hand note, and I also send them my statement of qualifications. Now, my statement of qualifications is just a sophisticated business card. It's an abbreviated CMA, if you will. If you want to copy mine, just put statement in the comments below, and I'll send you mine for free. No problem. But do that, because I put it in a nice folder. I put it in one of those U.S. Post Office envelopes. That is the express mail envelopes. They're white with the red and the blue. They look very similar to a FedEx envelope. Along with the hand note, along with the business card. And it's really impressive when they receive it and they open it, and they'll remember you. And they're also going to remember you because you're going to call them 3 times a day, 3 times a year, or 4 times a year. So that's number 1. Not only working your SOI, but building your SOI. Finally, number 2 is probates. I love probates because it again is a zero cost way for you to cherry pick the listings in the areas that you want to be in. It's just a fun, easy way to get listings that don't cost any money and you wouldn't have access to normally. The other thing that I love about probates too is that they're not subject to market conditions, they're not subject to politics or to the economy, interest rates, whatever. People die, and frequently they will die with real estate, with the family home, what have you. And usually the family wants to sell that home once it's through the probate process. So what you want to do, it's very simple. I've got a great strategy in the Listing Collective to find these people. But basically, you're going to go to your probate county's online portal, and you're going to say, look for all the probates in the last 30 days that have been filed. Then you're going to go through each one individually and see which one has real estate. I have a probate tracking sheet that I use, and then if there's real estate and it's real estate that I really want, and it's an area that I want, and I try to cherry pick the higher price listings, then I contact the heirs and I contact the probate attorney involved, and I have more success contacting probate attorneys than I do with the heirs, and it's just as well anyways because probate attorneys they really know what the family's going to do with the property, number one. Number two, they know the probate process. So they know probates can take anywhere from 3 months to, I don't know, a year or so. So they know what the process is. So one of your questions that you're going to ask them, question number one, is the family going to keep the house or are they going to sell it? Number two is where are you in the probate process? So is it going to be another 6 months, another 9 months? You're going to want to make a note of that. And then you're going to ask them also, most importantly, can I help be the listing agent? Can I help you with anything? Can I give you an evaluation on the house right now? And frequently, probate attorneys need house valuations for their court filings. So you want to make yourself really indispensable to the probate attorney because it's really a cool thing to get probates. Now, if you can get the heirs on the phone, which is pretty awesome, then you can also ask them too. The great thing about this whole process with probates, nobody is really pissy about it. Everyone's professional, they're nice, they're kind. They just lost a family member, so you want to be a little bit cognizant of that. But the bottom line is zero cost. You could theoretically continue to look at probate listings and really build your listing pipeline depending on how long the probate process takes. And then I stay in touch with them and on that probate attorney, because if they say the probate case is going to end in 6 months, I'm going to call them in 3 months. Again, anything I can do to help you out, blah, blah, blah. The other good thing about it too is it's sort of like a double-edged sword in a good way because you will make friends with these probate attorneys. So then ultimately what you can do too is ask the probate attorney, do you have any other probate court cases that I can help you with? And so I'm to the point right now where I've got a lot of probate attorneys in my database, and they're frequently calling me up. They want valuations, they want information, and I'm trying to make myself indispensable to these probate attorneys, which is super cool. So that's my second stream of listings, are probates. Now, the other thing that I like to do personally is I like to work with expireds. Expireds are a great way to get listings, but I do it a little differently. All right. I don't just call every expired like some rando that's just calling everybody. I cherry pick again the expireds that I really like. Expired listings that I really like, and I try to keep it to a smaller amount. So I'm thinking that maybe I usually have anywhere from 10 to 20 expireds that I'm working at any point in time. They're expireds that I really want in the areas I want and the price points I want. And it's a lot easier to follow up consistently with expired sellers when you have a smaller amount. If you gave me a list of 50 or 100 expireds, my brain would shut down and I'd go into overload and I wouldn't call anybody. But when I have 10 expireds that I really like, then that is when I can follow up. I can keep that file with those expireds in my car. I can keep statement of qualifications that I have in nice folders and envelopes, keep 10 or 20 of those in the trunk of your car. And so not only can you call the expireds, don't mail to expireds. They get so much mail, they don't pay attention to it. You can either knock on their door, introduce yourself, give them your statement of qualifications, or call them, or do both. I like to do both. If I'm running to an appointment across town and I can hit 2 expireds maybe on the way there, I'll stop and knock on their door. But again, expired listings are a great way. Doesn't cost any money. Now, I even know some people, some listing agents that actually, when the listing expires, they call the listing agent who just expired, and they ask that listing agent if they can get a referral from them to the sellers, pay them a 25% referral, and then that way you get a listing. You do have to pay a 25% referral to the listing agent. But if the listing agent can get you in with the sellers, it might be worth it, especially if it's a listing at a price point and in an area that you really like. So those are the 3 ways that I've settled upon to fill up my listing pipeline with listings, 3 different strategies, 3 different streams. And I have become a master of working my SOI, building my SOI. I've also become a master at working expireds and doing probates. But in the Listing Collective, we would analyze you and really get to know you to determine what are the best marketing strategies for you. And we would talk to you about that. So if you have any interest in learning more, please do me a favor, hit the link down below, book a call with me. I'd love to talk to you more about it. Otherwise, if you want my statement of qualifications, make sure you put statement in the comments below and I'll send that to you for free. Plagiarize it, copy it, do whatever you want. But I'd be interested to know what 3 streams of income and listings that you're doing right now. So let me know in the comments down below or hit me up and let's book a call. I'd love to talk to you. But make sure that you get your 3 streams of listings so that you can really knock it out of the park by the end of this year.